Hi there, I'm Quetch, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to talk about the rest of the Starlight Celebration items. In my previous video, I was basically focused on how to make a little bit of starting guild to get your starting scrolls or armor for your melee jobs, and I had a number of people ask me about how to get the rest of the items, and more importantly, just the items themselves. So today, we're going to be going over the rest of this event and how to do it specifically in Horizon. Now, the guides that were linked in the previous video are actually not exact because Horizon has done its own basically adaptation of the different years of the Starlight Celebration, and linked below in this video will be the actual guide to Horizon and the way to obtain the different items. So check that out if you just want a quick reference, but I'm going to take you through step by step right now how to get the various Dream Armor pieces, which are the red and white Santa themed pieces, what they do, and why you'd want them. So let's get started. Okay, so the first piece we're going to talk about today are the Dream Pants. Now, the Dream Pants are the piece that enhances the effects of orange juice, which increases the refresh tick on them, giving you 60 MP over the course of one orange juice, over 30 MP. I remember back in early 75 cap, mages would get their cooking skill to a certain point and craft orange juices in the field in order to have a small refresh effect. So this will be a very useful item going forward. Right now is a good time to mention this event does end January 7th, so that's a little over a week from right now. So if you want this item for all the way up until next year, you're going to want to get these now. If you're watching this video at a later point, sorry, the benefits aren't huge, but anyway, let's get on to how to obtain the Dream Pants. Oh, and don't mind my lock style, the dagger and hand-to-hand equipped. It's just a visual lock style glitch that I found, and I really only just have a hand-to-hand, so it's not anything special. So first place you want to start is going to be the Moogles that sell event items. I'll have maps brought up on the screen right now of the different locations and the different starting cities where you get this. But what we're going to do is we're going to pick up some Goblin Chocolate. They're 50 gil a piece. Now, if you get lucky, you may only need probably actually 3 of these to get like perfectly lucky. But I'm going to get 5 for now, as my gil is tight anyway. But yeah. Let's get started. Once you have your Goblin Chocolates, you're going to need to go to the part of your starting city that has the goblins roaming around, and we're going to want to be trading the goblins this chocolate. My advice to you is to make a quick macro to do so, and the macro I have for that is just /item gob.chocolate T for target, and you'll be able to quickly trade this item to the goblin without having to bring up a trade menu or anything like that. Okay, I found my first goblin. Here he comes. Let's trade him a piece of chocolate. Once you've traded in the chocolate, you just want to talk to him a couple of times until he interacts with you. So you can see what I had done is traded him a chocolate, and he says his tummy goes rumble again, and then I tried spamming some chat because I didn't read it, and then I traded him another piece. He still says his tummy goes rumble again, but this time he gave me a present. So I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's 1 or 2 chocolates, but either way, now we've got a present, so let's bring that to the Moogle in town. Okay, here I am at the town Moogles. Now, these Moogles are going to be important for different aspects of this particular minigame, but also for the next one we're going to mention, which is going to be talking about the Dream Boots. However, let's just continue on with the Goblin portion of this quest. Now, this Moogle on the left is the one for the Goblin Merrymaker minigame, and we see talking to it, it says, it looks like this gift is from someone named Epione. Okay, so as far as I know, all the NPCs that are associated with this quest are going to be in the zone you're in. So I'm just going to check on BG Wiki, find out where the NPC Epione is. After about 30 seconds of running around, I realized it is very near here. Right there. All right, let's talk to Epione. They say, hey, I sent that to Pavel. Why do you have it? It was stolen by the goblins. Sorry to burden you. Could you bring it to Pavel for me? Great. So this is how the quest is going to go. You're going to trade the goblin. You're going to get the gift. You're going to talk to the Moogle. They're going to send you to an NPC. That NPC will send you to another NPC who's going to send you back to your starting NPC. So I'm going to check the wiki for Pavel. Although I recognize the name, I can't quite recall where they're at right now. Yes, I do remember. Pavel is the gate near the gate in Bastok Markets, so let's go. Okay, and here we are arriving at Pavel, and Pavel's just going to give us dialogue to go back to Epione. I lost the key item of the present. and they say, go talk to Epione to tell them how happy Pavel is. Okay, and here we are. Epione, I see you've returned. That's good news. Thank you for your kindness. And now let's go talk to the Moogle again. Okay, so the Moogle's given me a star-themed gift token. Now this is what's going to happen. The first time you do this event, you're going to receive the Dream Pants. The second time you do it, this whole loop we've done here today, the second time you'll get the Dream Pants +1. So if that's all you're after, you've managed to get your Pants +1 after the second time. Okay, so the third time you're going to get a star-themed token, and that token, when turned in, has a chance to give you your Dream Robe +1. This is where you get your body from. This body adds 30 seconds to Selbina milk, which is basically a regen milk. Again, pretty good for different leveling stages in the early game if you want to just have a regen at your fingertips. So here we get the pants and the body from this same loop. Now the body is a 1 in 10 chance, so that means the other 9 times out of 10 you're going to get various food items that can either be NPC'd or not, or Christmas trees and the like, other furnishings. So let's turn in my key item now. I don't have the body yet. I may do this event until I get the body, but let's see what I get. All right, so this Moogle right here, next to the Merrymaker minigame Moogle, is the one for your redeeming your tokens at all. So I'm going to talk to this Moogle, going to redeem my Star Theme token, and then we'll move on to the Boots minigame. Snowman Knight. Okay, earlier I got the Snowman Mage, so now I've got the Snowman Knight as well. Storage 4, I mean, for just starting the game out, depending upon if you want Mog enhancements or not, I'm actually getting some decent storage options from doing this event. So that's another really good reason to be doing this. All right, on to the sprinting minigame. Okay, so for Bastok, we're going to go right outside of Bastok Markets. The NPCs for Windurst and Sandoria will be listed on the screen here as to their location, but the event itself will be the same for all 3 nations. Okay, now that we're in South Gustaberg, just hang a quick right, and the starting NPC will be right here. And here's a starting NPC who I have been affectionately referring to as Santa Galka. Talk to Santa Galka to get started. Undertake training. He puts the NPC locations on your map, and then you can get going. Now at first we're going to be regular run speed, but after you talk to the first NPC, you'll be given a Flee effect. That Flee effect will last a set duration, and if you talk to the next NPC in time, your Flee will be extended. However, if you don't talk to the next NPC in time, you'll have to wait till the NPC after that in order to receive your Flee effect back. I believe we're trying to... Oh, let me get my Flee here. I believe we're trying to get around in a certain amount of time, but I've never failed this, even though there's been a few times where I've missed multiple NPCs to get my Flee effect refreshed, but I've still made it every time. After a few times doing this, you'll start to learn the locations of the NPCs and really optimize your run pattern, but it really doesn't take that long. I think it's 4 minutes and change each rotation. Now, I've already received the Dream Boots from this event, and I'm looking to get my Dream Boots +1 for their temporary sneak effect, and you should know that the chances of getting either of these boots are 1 in 8. I made it. That was a close one. One small detail you might have missed is that the pants are obtained simply by doing the event, so they're guaranteed. The gloves from the previous video are RNG, along with the other foods and cells that you can get, which was really the purpose of making that guide. Now, the boots are also the same, where they are RNG. You have the 1 in 8 chance of getting the NQ, or the +1, and so these ones will often take more time, but I guess the body is also the same. But similarly to the way I described how to obtain the body, you'll finish this event, you'll get a token, and then you'll use that token at the same Moogle in order to receive your gift. Okay, once you've cleared the last checkpoint Moogle, then you just go back to Santa Galka and you'll receive your gift token to redeem at the Moogle in town. Okay, we're back in town. Let's head over to the Redemption Moogle and see if I finally get my Dream Boots +1. And I got a roast turkey. Well, the roast turkey is not bad. Strength 4, Vite 4, HP recovered while healing +2. No attack provided except for that which is naturally given by strength, but it is a 3-hour food, and I think I used one for my 2-3 dragon fight the other day. Or you can NPC it for about 100 gil. Now, I've still got some goblin chocolates. I can do some rotations to try to get the body piece. I, of course, can try... Oh, I should mention, the Goblin Merrymaker minigame is spammable. You can just continue to do it. You may need to zone in between. I'm not 100% on that. However, the Sprint minigame is once a Vanadil day only, as so is the one for the Dream Mitts +1. Now, the last thing I want to mention is the Dream Bell. So the Dream Bell is obtained by turning in all 3 KI at once. So you do the Merrymaker minigame, you get a star theme token. You do the Sprint minigame, you get that themed token. You do the Dream Mitts loop minigame, you get that token. If you turn in all 3 at the same time, you get a guaranteed Dream Bell. Now, I believe I received a Dream Bell randomly while doing the Mitts minigame specifically. However, you should know that if you turn in all 3 KI at once, it's going to give you a Dream Bell. If you then do the same thing, again, you'll get the Dream Bell +1. So for those of you who are looking to get all of the possible rewards, you're going to have to do that. Again, check the guide linked below for the exact specifics. One last thing I forgot to mention also is that the body piece, if you continue to do the Merrymaker quest, you have the chance at getting the +1. So you'll either get the NQ or the +1 randomly from that event. Another important thing I forgot to mention, the first time you do the Flea minigame, you're actually going to get a Juno tree. It's a Christmas tree for your house. Let's go check it out. Okay, so right now, the Juno Christmas tree is the only item I have in my Mog house. That's because I specifically want the Mog Enhancement Conquest point for my time playing the game. That increases the amount of conquest points you get from defeating monsters. And if you don't know how Mog Enhancements work, I will eventually do a video guide on those. But you should know that just having this tree will give it to you, essentially. So I'm avoiding putting other furnishings down for now. This tree is received your first time doing the Sprint minigame. And you can utilize that same way I am. Just put just this in your Mog house and you'll get increased CP gain. Really good for those early rank items that you're looking to get, or you're looking to trade other nations for their rank items. So that's the Sprint minigame, which gives you the feet. It is the Goblin Merrymaker minigame, which is the legs and then the body. It is the Mitts game from the previous video. The last thing to mention is the Dream Hat. Now, I'm not going to be doing the Dream Hat personally, but I'll just give you a quick rundown of what to expect. Listed in the guide is the exact steps you want to take to upgrade your Dream Hat to +1. Now, the NQ Dream Hat can be purchased from the Moogles as shown again in the previous video, but it's the same Moogle we bought the chocolate from, or possibly the one next to it. Either way, it's right there. In order to upgrade it from +1, you're going to have to increase your fame with the children of the town. You'll get presents once each Vanadil day. You trade those presents to the children and increases your fame. Also, you can trade those same children. You can trade them fireworks. Once you have fame properly with all the children and you get to fame rank 9, you're going to wait a Vanadil day. You're going to talk to the Moogle and you'll get a special present. When opened, contains the Dream Hat +1. That dispenses ginger cookies once every 24 hours. They are for mages for resting MP increase that lasts like a minute or 2 minutes. Generally not as valuable as the other items. Personally, I'm going to stop at the Dream Hat because I have it for lock style reasons. I'm not really looking to utilize the benefits from the +1. So yeah, that's everything you might want from this minigame and more. There's lots of little prizes that might be interesting to you. Doing this entire event does get you little bits of gil, not as much as the Mitts because of the fireworks bonus. However, if you're looking to get these cosmetics, remember to do it by January 7th. Not just cosmetics, the legs for mages, extra orange juice benefit, the body, extra regen on Selbina milk benefit, and then, of course, the hands and feet for a temporary sneak and invisible to help you save money on oils and powders. That's going to do it for this event. I hope that you found this useful. Guide is linked below. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.